Right. So, how do you build a one-person business in 2026? And this is an actual playbook that I've put together from the likes of people using Replit to build businesses. And as you've seen recently, people are making hundreds of millions of dollars, and there's even a business on track for $1 billion that was just built with AI, and it was him and his brother. That's it. Now, before I go more deeper, is the numbers first, right? Now, in the first half of 2025, over 36% of all new startups were founded by one single person, up from about 23% just 6 years ago. And this isn't a normal side hustle that we're talking about. We're more talking about real companies, some hitting even seven figures and some exiting for tens of millions, and all built and run by one singular person. Now, some stats here is, again, 36% solo founder startups. Base 44 solo founder had an $80 million exit, which is insane. Headshot Pro has an annual recurring revenue of $3.6 million, one person. And 38% of seven-figure businesses are led by solo founders in 2026, right? Seven figures. Now, the first billion-dollar company run by a single person will exist in 2026, and this was something that Sam Altman had said, and the odds of this happening this year in 2026 are about 80%. And there is a company called Telehealth, which is on track to do $1.2 billion, started just as a single founder and then put his brother in, but they just use AI for everything. Now, the infrastructure is there, the tools exist. The only question is, how do you actually do it, right? And that's probably a question that most of you are getting stuck at, where it's like, okay, I know these tools exist, but what do I do from there? And in this document, which will also be available down in the description below for you to download, it's going to give you the exact prompts, tools, and walkthroughs that you need in order to start any and every small business, medium business, large business with just the use of AI, right? Now, the first thing I want to clarify here is why this is possible and why it's possible now. Sort of talking about what changed and why it really matters for you. Now, again, this isn't really theoretical, okay? Now, real companies are proving the model right now, right? And the thing they all have in common isn't any breakthrough idea or any massive funding round or big investors or anything that's out of the box, right? It's just that they used AI tools to replace what used to require entire teams or pitching or budgets or you name it. Okay. Now, the core shift here is the cost of execution dropped to almost zero. Okay. And the biggest bottleneck is now you're thinking not your team size, not your budget, not your tech skills. And real companies are here proving it right now. Midjourney, for example, right? 200 million annual recurring revenue. Okay. Fewer than 15 people in total, and most of you would know they're an AI image generation tool, and the revenue per employee is more or less 13 million plus. Now, they built one product, they solved one problem, and they let AI handle the scale. No enterprise sales teams, no massive support organizations, just a focused product and a tiny team. A team of 15 people doing $200 million a year. All right, think about that. Base 44, just like I had given an example earlier, solo founder, it's a no-code app builder and acquired by Wix. And they exited for $80 million. And I believe this was in just 6 months, all right? So they went from 0 to 250,000 users in 6 months and idea to exit in 6 months. And Mauro Shlomo, hope I'm pronouncing the name right, built a platform where users type prompts and it builds complete apps alone. Okay. He used AI tools to build the product, handle support, and scale delivery. Wix bought it for $80 million 6 months after it launched. All right. Headshot Pro, $3.6 million a year. All right. One person, they just focus on AI professional headshots. And again, $300,000 plus in monthly revenue, operated solo. A single founder identified a boring, expensive problem, getting professional headshots. Again, he didn't reinvent the wheel. He didn't change anything that already exists. He just made the process easier for people using AI, and use AI to solve it for cheaper and faster. So no studio, no photographs. You don't have to get up. You don't have to book an appointment. None of that. Just go get the upload a picture, get it done. And again, just AI in one person running the whole operation. You've got solo AI content agencies doing roughly $20,000, give or take, a month. You know, you have one founder, ChatGPT, Zapier, and you've already replaced an entire team. All right. Basically, you've replaced, you know, your writers, your editors, and the monthly tools come up to just about $150, $200, $500 max. Right. Example: client submits a brief, AI drafts the content, Zapier handles the workflow, human reviews and delivers. What used to require 3 people now just requires 1, and $150 worth of software, right? Now, what's actually changed is the prompt that finds your opportunity. Now, before anything else, you need to understand what's now possible that wasn't before. So I've put together a prompt. You can use it either in Claude or ChatGPT to map out the opportunity in your own niche, your own area. It depends. You can make the certain changes here. So this prompt is still map what AI is unlocked in your industry, right? So if you are in cars or automobiles, just be like, I have experience in the automobile industry. I'll give you some examples here for reference. For my industry, help me understand, 1, what tasks used to require a team of people that AI can now do alone. What did those tasks cost, time or money? So this prompt, again, it's going to be available for you in the description. Just copy, paste it, and post it. And obviously make the changes based on your industry, customize it a bit, and you can use this as your research agent, you could say, right? Now, 2, the actual playbook, right? Now, what most people get wrong, and what you're probably getting wrong, and what I've gotten wrong before, and the difference of that and what's actually working. Okay, now most people think they need to invent a revolutionary idea and create some new technology, or building something on base 44 or Lovable or Replit is just difficult. It's really not. What I find with most people is that they don't actually take the time and the effort to start using it. How are you can watch 100 videos, you can watch this video and 10,000 more, but if you're actually not going to go on Google and type in base44.com, create an account and start building and start testing, you're just never going to know. I've made it super simple for you in this document. I've given you the whys, the hows, I've given you the prompts. It's copy paste. Now, if you don't have that much effort, then I don't know what to say. Moving on. Now, most people think they need to invent, again, a revolutionary idea. It's really not the case, and that's not what's working. Now, the people making real money aren't really inventing new ideas, as you can see. They're using existing AI to solve boring, expensive problems, headshots, creating tools, creating websites, creating apps, creating images, videos. These are all things that existed before and now built on AI to make it cheaper, faster, and more reliable. Okay. Now, the pattern that's working is find the problem, use AI to solve it, charge money. Sounds simple. It's really that simple, but it takes time and effort. Not invent AI, not build a platform, solve one specific expensive problem. Now, I'll put down an example, so the contract review example, and how this exactly works. Now, someone worked in a law firm, for example, every week, hours reviewing contracts for key clauses, payments, terms, liable sections, renewal dates, just very mundane, boring, repetitive tasks, right? They then left, built an AI tool that does that in basically minutes, and now charges law firms a monthly subscription. That's it. There's no crazy technology. There's no team. There's no VC money. There's no 8 months or 9 months of development that's needed. They've basically launched almost instantaneously, and it was just a boring problem plus AI plus one person. All right. Now, a way to pattern spot is, what's the thing someone in your industry does every week that takes hours, costs real money, and involves reading, sorting, summarizing, or categorizing information. That's really your starting point. Again, this is just an example, but you can use a similar structure or the similar thought process in whatever industry or whatever product you're trying to build. Now, the 3 rules of this playbook. All right. Now, number 1 is find a problem costing money or time. Not a cool idea, not something neat, a real problem where someone is actively losing money or wasting hours every week. Start with your own experience. What did you spend time on it in your last job that felt pointless and repetitive? 2 is be the bridge, not the inventor. ChatGPT exists, Claude exists, Midjourney, Zapier, all this out there, cheap, accessible for you. Your job is connected to these tools to make businesses that need problems solved. All right. You don't need to build a new AI, although you can. You just don't need to. You need to know which AI solves which problem. And this is something I would say to start off with if you're a total beginner, if you're just getting used to AI, because if you're trying to go in and build an AI tool using AI, you're just going to get overwhelmed and demotivated and then just not do it. Number 3 is build the minimum version first. You can charge from day 1. You can give free trials. It's really up to you, right? If you've built a strong enough product, you don't really have to give a free trial. Now, test it and read people. Could be your friends, your family, your own business, the company you're working in, and charge money from day 1. See what works, adjust. Don't spend months building something no one's asked for. The fastest path to knowing if your idea works is getting someone to pay for it. If people are paying for it, if people are using it, it's a winning product. All right. Now, finding your problem, the discovery prompt. Now, this is the most important prompt in this document. Okay. Run it before you do anything else. It helps you find your specific opportunity based on what you already know. So you can just copy paste this entire prompt and paste it into Claude. I prefer Claude over ChatGPT. Don't come at me, but I'm sure a lot of you can agree as well. Now, help me identify a real business problem. I'm not going to read the full thing. I could solve with AI. My background, experience, X, Y, and Z. Even if you think it's ordinary industries, I understand. List 1 to 2, 3 industries you worked in. Well, this is for you to list, and basically just fill in the blanks and then paste it into Claude, and it'll probably give you a really good answer. Now, validating before you build, the 48-hour test, right? Now, before writing a single line of code or spending a week building anything, do this first. The goal is to get someone to say yes or learn they won't in 48 hours. Again, just a quick diagram here. Pick one problem, so one specific expensive problem. Write the pitch, 2-sentence problem plus solution. Send it to 10 people who have this problem. Get response. Yes, no, not quite. Charge first before you fully build it. All right. Again, another prompt for you to seal is to write your 48-hour validation pitch. Again, just copy paste the whole thing and paste it into Claude. Now, number 3 is the tech stack, which is under $200 a month. So I've put in a few tools that you can use that pretty much covers everything. So your entire team's salary in software. Now, the total monthly cost for all of this is usually under $200. You're not spending tens of thousands on infrastructure. Again, you don't have any office space. You probably already have a laptop. You've got Wi-Fi. You just need to invest money in the tools, which again is not really a big investment. $200 to $500 max per month, I think, is much more feasible than trying to get an employee or seek investment and wasting hours, days, weeks, months, or even years trying to build something that could make you money in 6 months. Okay? You're spending on what you'd pay for a couple of dinners out, literally, or a month's worth of coffee, depending on where you get coffee from, and replacing what used to cost an entire team's salary. Now, the economics is here. A 3-person team costs roughly $8,000 to £15,000 or dollars in salaries. The AI stack that replaced them costs under $200 a month. The margin difference is also where solo founders win. This is how they save a lot of money. They can use money for other things like marketing. They can ship the product faster to the market, and they have more time to actually test out things and reach out to people and do what actually matters. Now, the full solo founder pack. So you've got your AI core, which is your Claude or ChatGPT. And ideally what people use it for is content, strategy, customer support automations, first drafts, research. It's basically the entire brain of the operation, or second brain rather. Cursor or Replit is where you build, so building software without being a developer. Basically, it's describe what you want, ship working products instantly. And you can find loads of prompts all over the internet. Zapier or Make, which is automation, says even NA10, which I will add here. NA10, basically connect every tool to your stack so you can automate the entire workflow based on what you're trying to build. Canva, which is your design. Midjourney is image generation. 11 Labs is audio. Notion is your operations. Stripe payments, and then Fireflies is your meetings, right? This is all you need, and really most of them offer free trials. Most of them have free products that you can start off with because you don't really have that much work to do, so you don't really need to pay today. You can just start for free and then pay as you make money, right? Now, what this looks like in practice, solo content agency. Here's a real workflow running right now, a solo founder running a content agency. So the client brief is submitted via the form. The Zapier or Make or anything triggers, so pulls the brief from the CRM. AI drafts, so Claude generates content. Human review, so you can do a quality check or edit it, and deliver it back to the clients in 30 minutes, all right? Now, this used to require a product manager, a writer, an editor. Now, basically, it just needs you and $200. And of course, knowing how to use these tools, which I'll post more videos about in the future. So just make sure you guys show some love and subscribe to the page. Would help a lot. Now, build your own workflow. This is an automation prompt just for you guys. So once you know your offer, use this to design your delivery workflow before you build anything. Map it out first. Again, don't just copy paste this blindly. There's things for you to fill inside just to make sure it's more tailored for you, your niche, whatever offer you're offering. So I'm building a one-person business that delivers, X, Y, and Z. My customers, write them who they are, what I deliver, which is your products. And yeah, just fill in the blanks and it'll be there for you. And I can guarantee you, just let me know what you guys think of these prompts. If they're working well for you, comment them down below so I can improve as well. Now, number 4 is the human layer. Now, again, this isn't about replacing yourself with AI, right? It's about redirecting yourself. Now, the people actually making money with this model are working a lot, but they're working on the ideally the parts that matter, which is the parts only they can do. So AI can handle the execution. They can, handle everything else. Now, this is a little what AI can and what you still need to do tab, just so you guys have realistic expectations and goals. So AI handles the repetitive tasks, drafts, processing data, scheduling, answering questions, image generation, app building, etc. I just want to add this here. App, website, builds, coding as well. And what you would still need to do is obviously the strategy and direction, which you can still get help for. Client relationships, quality control, judgment, selling and closing if needed, finding the next problem, handling the unexpected tasks, and obviously making final decisions, right? Now, the mindset that makes this work. Now, how one solo founder described it, okay? Now, AI is my junior team. I'm the senior operator who directs it, fixes what it gets wrong, and makes sure the output actually solves the client's problem, okay? Again, using AI tools today, using any AI tool today is great. And I use AI almost every single day in so many businesses that I manage, that I run myself. I'm currently working on a health application, which I'm using only AI to build, just so I can give you guys an example as well. But it's not going to replace everything, and it's not going to do everything for you. You need to be here behind the screen, making sure it does what it needs to do correctly, right? AI will sometimes hallucinate. It will make mistakes. It won't really understand your clients' nuances. But your job here is to give good instructions, verify the output, inject human judgment. You're not outsourcing your brain. You're just outsourcing execution. That's why the prompts I've given you are important. that you fill in as much detail as possible where you need to fill it in order to get back the best output, right? And your input to any AI tool that you use is as important to get the quality of output that you're expecting back. Now, building your quality control system, right? The difference between solo founders who build something reliable and those who constantly fight is a quality control system. And here's how you can build yours. Now, again, this is your quality checklist. It's another prompt. So I run a one-person business delivering X, Y, and Z. My AI tools handle, list whatever they handle. I personally handle, list what you handle. Help me build a quality control checklist. I run on every piece of AI output before it goes to the client, etc., etc. Again, copy paste this, right? Now, the most important thing that I've realized is time, right? Oops. Just time, right? So managing your time as a solo operator. Listen, people today have really glamorized entrepreneurship, solo founders, etc. It's the risk to reward ratio is insane, right? You're risking everything for something that might not be possible, but then you could risk everything and then get everything and more back, right? And I'm sure you've seen people who are successful, but I just wanted you guys to understand this, and this is a little of a mindset thing. I'm just diving a bit off topic here. Is don't get impressed too easily with what you see on TikTok and Instagram and even on YouTube with certain lifestyles that people are living, claiming that they are an entrepreneur making 8, 9, 10 figures a month, or $10,000 or $20,000 a month, right? There are a few exceptions of people that are doing it. I'm on that journey to do it as well. I'm not here trying to flash any car or anything like that. I don't find the need to. For me, it's just providing you guys with as much information as I can. But everything in its own time, in its own pace. If you're starting late, be it, it's fine. You started, okay? And 9 out of 10 times, well, 7 out of 10 times, people who have a certain life on social media is really not like that in the case. And I'm lucky and blessed enough to live in Dubai at the moment. I have met some really, really exceptional people, and I've met some people who I used to look up to on social media, and when I see them in person, I'm like, hold on a second, where's your Ferrari, or where's your Porsche, or where's your penthouse? Where's the Rolex that you're wearing? So really, just on the most important thing you can do as any entrepreneur starting any business, not just AI, is just focus on yourself. Focus on your energy, your time, what works for you. And as difficult as it is, try and ignore seeing other people. If you want to take advice from people, that's great. If you want to copy what other people are doing, that's great. If you want to learn from people, that's great. But don't get dragged in this hole of entrepreneurship is piece of cake and I'm going to have a Ferrari in 5 months and X, Y, and Z. It's a lot of hard work. And I've learned it the hard way. I've been laid back, I've been hardworking, and trust me, big difference. Now, your time is very, very important. So when you're one person doing everything, time management isn't optional. It's literally survival. And here's how successful solo founders structure their week. And this is from the likes of people that I've spoken to over the past few years, and the entrepreneurs and the successful entrepreneurs that I've met, right? So morning 2 hours is your strategy, planning, high focus work. I would say 2 to 3 hours as well. So basically what AI does alongside you is run overnight batch jobs, generates drafts you review, etc. Midday 3 hours, so your client delivery, quality checks, your communications, and automated workflows, running responses being drafted, right? Afternoon 2 hours, sales, outreach, relationship building. Then your AI basically handles the lead research, the email drafts, the follow-up sequence. So you see how it's working now, right? And again, it might sound easy, but you just need to make sure you actually put in the work in. And then obviously your wind down, which is an hour, is review the day, set AI tasks for overnight, and then the AI basically processes the data, generates tomorrow's content draft, schedule, etc. You can do what you want to do. Okay. Now, the business model that actually works. Now, pick one, get really good at it, use AI to scale delivery, and that's basically the whole game. Now, based on data, here are some models showing up most often among successful founders in 2026. All share the same thread: low overhead, high margins, scalable without headcount. Now, model number one is a micro SaaS, software as a service. Small focused software solving one specific problem, not trying to be everything, just one thing really well for one type of customer. So it could be healthcare, it could be automobiles, it could be image generation, editing, whatever it may be. You have the AI chatbot for e-commerce stores that handles returns and FAQs, tools that auto-generate social media posts from blog content. Here are just some examples, right? Contract clause extractor for small law firms, AI invoice chaser that writes and sends follow-up emails automatically. Okay. Now, why MicroSaaS works: monthly recurring revenue, customers pay every single month. You build once, maintain lightly, and revenue compounds. A tool with 100 customers and $99 or pounds a month is 9,900 pounds a month. One person sustainable. Yeah. Model two is AI-powered services. So deliver services faster and cheaper than traditional providers using AI. You still have clients, you still deliver work, but you deliver it at speed and margin that's impossible without AI, and people that are still doing it traditionally will just never be able to compete with you. So again, AI professional headshots, AI copywriters for real estate listings, SaaS landing pages, job ads, AI generated ads for Facebook and Instagram, AI powered financial reports for summaries. These are for accountants. Model three is build, and which is content and education. Build an audience around your expertise. You can monetize it with courses, consulting, a community. AI makes it fast to create high quality educational at scale, what used to take weeks to 10 days. So courses on how to make AI in your specific industry, or podcasts and newsletters of a niche topic, monetize with sponsorships. Paid community with weekly live sessions and AI generated resources. So there are so many ways of doing it. You've got Nate Herc, you've got someone called Nick who's doing about $300,000 a month just through his community. So it's really insane. Model 4, which is AI consulting and implementation, which in my opinion is, I'm going to start here for if you guys have watched it past this far, is really good. Help businesses actually use AI tools in their operations. Most companies know that there are a lot of AI tools, but they just don't know how to use them or how to navigate them, integrate them, and actually use them to their success. And the reason why this pays well is, that's why I put in a little bubble here, is you're not selling time, you're selling a result of a transformation, right? A business that goes from manual to AI powered saves thousands per month. They'll happily pay you £5,000 to £10,000 to make that happen. Okay. Choosing your model. Now I've put a decision prompt for you as well. If you're not sure which model fits you best, you can just run this to get a personalized recommendation based on your actual situation, right? Copy paste this. Number 6, we're coming to the end of the video, guys, which is the reality check, right? This isn't easy, but the opportunity is there. Building a real business still requires the same things it always has: finding customers and delivering value, iterating things when it doesn't work. AI doesn't solve those problems. It makes execution faster once you've solved them. Now, what successful solo founders actually look like? Now, the honest truth here is a lot of successful solo founders are working 60-hour weeks. I'm going to highlight this here for you guys: 60-hour weeks, including myself. They picked one problem and got really, really good at solving it, and it takes time. The ones chasing every new tool or trends are the actual ones that are failing. If you are going to jump between this tool and that tool and this tool, and I can do this and I can do that and blah, 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 how are you going to be good at what you do? How are people going to trust you that you actually know what you need to do when it comes to building something, right? So just make sure you perfect the art of one thing first before you jump onto something else, because the opportunity is always going to be there. Now, the trade is real though. So 60 hours a week on your own thing with full control. So you don't have no co-founder, no investors, no one breathing down your neck, no micromanaging, no drama. You don't need permissions. It's just you, the problem, and the tools, and whether you mess up, whether you make the right choice on the wrong one, It's all down to you, and you can fix it instantly. Now, this is a 4-step action plan for you guys. Now, find one expensive, boring problem, all right? Learn the AI tools that can solve it. Build the smallest version, charge money, and AI handles execution. You focus on the rest, all right? Now, the infrastructure is there. The tools cost almost nothing. The opportunity is extremely real, but you still have to build it, and that part hasn't changed yet, all right? So again, just so we have a quick reference on what we covered, how 36% of startups are solo founded, 38% 2026 going to be 7-figure business by one person. Find the problem, an expensive, boring problem to start off with. Assuming you're a beginner just getting into AI, use the tools under $200 a month. You're the operator. AI handles execution. You can handle everything else. Pick one model. It doesn't have to be from this list here, but this is just a good starting point, and move fast. 48-hour validation. You've got tools like Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, Twitter to instantly get validation and see what people think, right? And in the next video, I'm going to be talking about something that is so important, which is personal branding, and how you really, really need to build your personal brand in order to be successful today. All the prompts that we spoke about today. So map what AI is unlocked in your industry, find your execution problem, write your 48-hour validation pitch, design your solo delivery workflow, build your QC quality check checklist, and pick your business model. So you still have to build it. Start it today. And what I will say is, you, like everyone else, have the opportunity to build something that is great and meaningful, that can get you out of whatever situation may be in, whether you feel like you're not creative enough or you're not financially strong enough. Build. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be shy. It's an emotion that you really need to tap into, because on the other side of that emotion is just great success. So yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. More videos coming this way, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, peace. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.